internet, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my final bullet journal setup video for 2018. It is December and I'm doing the voiceover a little different to how I normally do it. Usually I write a script so I can stay on track and talk, but this time I thought I'd wing it. I thought I would watch the video and literally just talk out loud as I see it. Just wanted to try something different, see how we go. So the artwork for this month kind of implies a very winter-like Christmas because I wanted to draw kind of a warm hot chocolate with marshmallows with steam coming out, and I thought it'd be really magical to incorporate some of those Christmas icons, gifts, stockings, Santa's hat, candy canes, etc. And it kind of contradicts the sort of Christmas that we have in Australia because in Australia it is awfully warm during December. So this really is more a nod to the American, or rather the Northern Hemisphere Christmases. The idea came to me, I thought it would look amazing, and then when I drew it out in pencil initially, it came out really good, and I'm really happy with how it came out when I started inking it up. So I'm trying to carry the theme across to the other pages as I go along, just so everything feels like it ties in and feels a lot more festive. So not surprisingly, December is going to be all about Christmas. So the next page I'm doing is the time tracker. I did it in November in this format and it worked out super well, so I intend to keep going with it. It gives me a really great overview as to how much time I'm allocating to different tasks. Obviously, the majority of my time does go to my day job, but that's okay. I ideally like to dedicate an equal amount of time to all my side businesses, so things around YouTube, sticker shop, and all the extracurricular stuff that I do. So I found that this method really helped. And then next to it, I wanted to do the mood tracker again. I had so much fun tracking my mood, and it was surprisingly helpful because there were a couple days in November that I remember feeling particularly angry about. Certain things happen, and it's just interesting to go back and see how often that happens, how often I feel sad, and marking them out surprisingly makes me think about those days and why I was mad and what caused those problems and ways I can improve to not let them happen again, which I never would have done had I not had a visual representation for me to go back and actually retrospectively think about my days. So I find the mood tracker in that sense really helpful. To be honest, I did it just for the sake of being able to draw stuff and color stuff in, but it's actually proven to be really good for my mental health. So for December, I decided to go for a bunch of cups because hot chocolate, so why not? And I'm going to change the color theme a little bit to align more to Christmas. So the next page is my sleep tracker, which is exactly the same as November. I found it really useful. Not surprisingly, I had days where I would sleep super long, followed by days of very little sleep, which then followed up with days with a lot of sleep. So it is interesting to see. I don't really find it terribly useful at this point. I'm not really gaining anything out of it, but I think I'm going to just keep up with it because it is fun to track my sleep and see what I can get out of it at a later date. I'm basically going to track all the same things. There's really no need to add anything else, but I always have a little bit of space at the bottom so I can always add more if I have to. Alright, so the next page is going to be meal planning. I have been really enjoying this meal planning. I do most of my lunch planning on my Google Calendar, and I'm kind of just transposing it into my bullet journal, but I think what I want to do next month, or when I say next month, in the new year, is to do a proper meal planning tracker. So I want to track like my breakfast, my lunches, my dinners, snacks, that sort of stuff, because I really want to focus on improving my health and improving my diet. And I think if I can actually see what I'm eating, when I'm eating them, and how often I eat those things, it's going to really highlight how unhealthy parts of my diet really are. And then right on the next page, I'm going to do another travel related sort of page. I did one like this in November for my Phillip Island getaway. Well, at the end of this month, I'm actually going to Japan, which I'm so excited for. I can't wait to spend Christmas and New Year's and winter in Japan. It is kind of like a dream come true. I'm going to have so much fun. And so yeah, I want to make sure I have a good pack list for this. So I basically made a list of all the things I think I'm going to need. Obviously, I'm probably going to need more. Although the last time I did a packing list like this, I had a few comments around people. I had a few comments on people thinking that, wow, I pack way too many things. And yeah, I pack way too many things. That's just kind of me. I am always overweight in my luggage, and Tobias always needs to sit in my luggage to close it. It may not be the most practical way to travel, but that's just me. I just am I'm just the sort of person that wants to make sure I have everything. I don't like to leave the house and potentially miss anything. Alright, so then the final page is going to be our monthly view. And this is actually going to span over, I think, 6 rows. So the last time this happened, I just made the boxes a little smaller, like I made them 5 by 5 instead of 6 by 6. However, I really like the design of the 6 by 6 boxes instead. I just feel like they look a lot nicer and they just kind of fill up the page better. So I'm just going to kind of repeat the days and put day 31 up at the top of the page. So yeah, that is it for my entire 2018 bullet journal. I can't believe I managed to film setup videos for every single month. I will link all the previous videos down below if you are interested and want to check it out from the start of the year to now. Let me know if you guys want to see a flip through. Some of you guys have mentioned it, but I feel like the flip through would just be going on for days because there's so many pages to this. So yeah, I'll have a think about how I can make it a little bit more entertaining. But I cannot wait to start my 2019 bullet journal. I had a blast this year and I can't wait to push the creative boundaries even further next year. So thank you so much for watching. This is Celina reporting from my room. Back to you, Internet.